Alright, you guys, welcome back to some more of The Devil Wears a G-String. We're trying to figure out who is a Fed. We're trying to figure out who's selling cocaine. I really feel like this is the ultimate crime mystery here. Like who's dealing the drugs, okay? Our father thinks it's us. I don't think it's us. Maybe we are. Maybe we're, like, sleep selling. I don't know. We gotta figure this one out. Walked along the sidewalk from Gonzo's estate to my home, lost in thought. Come to think of it, the only lead we have on this Maou is the email from yesterday. Interesting. So, they do refer to Maou as a third person. I'm like, is Maou us? I don't know. I guess not, because we apparently don't know of Maou. We only consider direct SI corporation employees and associates. The number of suspects is far from small. If we include clientele and subcontractors, the manhunt becomes a daunting prospect indeed. Finding Maou in a short amount of time would be impossible even with a large-scale investigation. Gonzo's murderous eyes surfaced in my mind. I'll be in danger if I don't hurry. I blankly watched the bustle of a nearby shopping center. Couples and families are everywhere. Lovers holding hands, laughing, noisy kids and their mothers trying to teach them a lesson. Everyone's out and about enjoying the weekend. It's a meaningless spectacle, if you ask me. Noticed someone in a huge costume. Appears that some makeup store is having a sale. Must be a busy part-time job. I squinted my eyes. It's a penguin! It's an advertising gag I've been seeing quite a lot lately. A character designed to advertise perfume and hairspray. Only this guy hasn't moved an inch. This costume's not even cute. What do you mean that's not cute? False advertising, my friend. This is the epitome of cute. Just standing by the sidewalk lazily. Whose voice is that? A woman's young gamer inside the suit. I wonder who this is. She's not doing her job properly. What a shameless penguin. All the nearby children saw they crowded around her. Wow, these kids are absolutely mean. The penguin was surrounded. I don't know, does this give anybody else vibes of like Future Diary when Yuno was dressed up in the costume and trying to avoid Yuki? I think it was being toyed with. How is she supposed to get this costume off? The zipper's in the back. The children showed no mercy as they yanked on the penguin suit. You made this costume. You're telling me the penguin was... What are you working in a sweatshop? It's a monster with that hair, yeah. What does Gao mean? Penguin was Usami. Wow, what a surprise. Never could have figured that one out. The children scattered like little mice. That's gross. Penguin chased after them like a demon. Ran pretty fast too, even in that costume. Anyways, just what is this? My jaw remained open as Usami and the kids vanished from my sight. Well, okay, that's probably not going to be the weirdest thing we'll see today. By the time Usami returned an hour later, the sun had already sank into the west. Wow, she's really getting into character here. So much for working at a banana stand. The torn penguin costume lay in her arms. Hey, Usami. She finally noticed me. So this is your part-time job. Wow, that is really low. Like that's lower than like the US like minimum wage. That's pretty bad. Because nobody gets paid that. If you're getting paid minimum wage, like find another job, please. Like it's so pitifully low. Despite what she said, she doesn't look embarrassed at all. Part-time job wearing costumes at a shopping center downtown. Eh? Did you get approval from the school? That's really interesting that you have to get your part-time job approved at some schools. It's like, what you do in your free time is your own business. Why does the school have to tell you you can do it or not? A reason. That's not good. Do you not have parents? Got no money. She's probably living on her own. You know, these girls are getting more straightforward, right? I think I've talked about how some girls would just use you for free meals. I think I was mentioning that in Sabbath of the Witch. But yeah, apparently she's just straight up asking us. You know, I would feel better if girls just straight up asked, okay? I just want a free meal. Like, okay. Then at least your expectations don't get high, right? It's something romantic is gonna happen. Why should I treat you to dinner? I mean, not wrong. He's a man of wealth and taste. That's what they call him. Street. Street should have mentioned that I'm also stingy as hell. Perceptive. Why would you think that? Contrary to Usami's supposed uncertainty, she spoke with a confident tone. I mean, she's a little bit weird, but you can't say that she's not smart. Like, she put two and two together, like, hey, clearly you wanted to talk to me or ask me something, because you waited here. I've been here for an hour already. I see, so that's why you invited me for dinner. Maybe I really did want to talk to Usami about this Maou of hers. Well, you did show me up yesterday. After all, I guess it wouldn't kill me to treat you to dinner. Sure, it was a pretty elaborate game, but a game nonetheless. I wasn't serious. I love the implication here. I mentioned this before. I love the implication that these guys are kind of rivals in a way. I'm assuming she's not going to become our ally, is she? Maybe that's the case. I would like it more if we were kind of playing a more cat and mouse type game. I really like that in things like Death Note. I love the idea of having someone that's like an antagonist. That's the word. I love having an antagonist. It makes things more interesting. Like having someone like trying to figure out what we're doing. Or trying to figure out what they're doing. But I don't know. I'd be okay for allies too. We'll see. Usami's nod was a little strange. I guess there's no telling what would happen if we did get serious. What are you trying to imply? Nothing, huh? Usami vanished into the shop. What a bizarre woman. She and I are both looking for... This could be the beginning of his bizarre relationship. Yeah, because I was kind of wondering if we were Maou. Just the way they're kind of positioning it makes it seem like we're not Maou. Like, that could change, but until I get further information, I'm just going to assume that we're not Maou. Even though we look kind of similar. Like, it looks, like I said, a version of us with, like, maybe slightly different hair. Different hair color. How about that? I don't know. This is kind of hard to believe, you say. So maybe we'll be working together. Maybe we'll figure out who Maou is together. Because apparently we don't know. Usami and I sat in the coffee shop Lapis Lazuli a little after 6 o'clock. Papa hanging out becomes a restaurant at night. Never asked for your help. You and I. Well, you just let them, I guess. You're pretty annoying, you know that? Ooh, what do I say that I want to say definitely don't be dramatic. I mean, I don't hate her, but I don't know. What route am I going for again? Am I going for Tsubaki? Is that kind of what I've locked in? I have no idea. No idea. Let's see. Let's open up my handy little guide. Are these the ones that don't matter, or does this actually matter? I don't know. The frick? This looks so complicated. I'm looking at like the instructions. I don't understand. I think I go for don't be so dramatic, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. I don't think we hate her. We're just confused by her. I just have no interest in you. I'm like that to everyone. What am I saying? She of all people isn't someone I can speak openly with. Yeah, for some reason I told her this. Yeah, what happened to us putting on the act? I think it's hard to put on an act for her, because she'll read through it, you know? Usami's eyes showed a little sympathy. Wait a second, it's the weekend. Why are you wearing your school uniform? I think it's a very interesting uniform, just because of the colors. They're very... I don't know how I would describe it. They're kind of earthy, I guess? Maybe muted? It's kind of like brownish pink. It's not the usual uniform, in my opinion. Yeah, that's not what we wanted to talk about, though. We're here to talk about Maou. Let's get to the point. Tension appeared on Usami's face. Are you looking for Maou? Yes. What can I tell Usami? I can't mention anything about the Zai Corporation. Last night I received an email. I can't say for certain it was from the same Maou, but it said, "Oh, come, lovely child. Oh, come thou with me. For many a game I will play with thee. Purely in hiragana." That was all. What makes you so sure? This woman isn't listening to a word I say. I mean, he would, but you mentioned looking for Maou, and then Maou messaged him. Helping with my papa with his work. Didn't Tsubaki tell you about that? I really don't like how they translated it to papa, because nobody his age would be saying that. Like, am I the only one? Like, I'm surprised there's not, like, a patch that fixes that. I don't know. Maybe that's just, like, how it is translated. Maybe that's what it's intended to be, or maybe that's just a bad translation. I don't know. I don't care for it, is all I'm gonna say. Yeah, this is a dangerous game playing with Tsubaki, because it gives out a lot. Honestly, I'm just trying to help Papa. It's rather direct. I can't tell you that. Just reminds me of, like, when you're playing Life is Strange. I know Life is Strange isn't the only one who does this, but, like, it talks about when you make a decision, like, this action will have consequences. That's pretty much what she just said. Like, hey, you saying you're not going to tell me, that has consequences. I'm going to remember it. What about you? What are you looking for? Why are you looking for Maou? What reason? Damn. Then at least riddle me this. What clues have you come across so far? Usami closed her eyes. So that seems likely.
それをあえてひらがなで表現してくるあたり、不気味さを演出するための愉快犯的な思考が伺えます。
This girl came up with that much just using a single line of
そ
words.
して魔王は少なくともあなたのメールアドレスを知っている人物です。
But nevertheless, this isn't evidence enough to single out anyone.
なかなか友人が多いみたいですね。
You're not here to profile me. What about you?
自分
You transferred schools at a bizarre time. Did you do it to find
当
Maou?
たりですが、
But what?
何か注文していいですかね。
Huh? Go ahead. Come to think of it, she's only had water so far.
じゃあ自分焼き魚定食で。
Roasted fish set. Don't have it. Can't you tell that just by looking at this place?
いや、こんな高そうな店は慣れてなくて、メニューとか何書いてあるのかわかんないんすよ。
Ah, that's strange. It's almost like restaurants have menus so you can know. So you do have a cute side.
すいません、気も可愛くて。
You know, I guess that would describe Usami. Like, she looks better when her hair isn't, like, constantly in her face like this. It looks like she's trying to be, like, a female version of one of those hentai protagonists. You know, they always have their face covered, and they're always surprised, like, oh, this girl, she's sucking me off. It's almost like that's the whole point of everything we're watching. Crazy. Take that back, she's not cute at all.
メニューの後ろに定食ってつかないと安心しないっすよね。
Set meals. That must be a Japanese thing. I'm assuming that's like a variety of different, you know, foods. I don't think you really see that as much here in the US. There's not as much variety. I know they tend to do things like pretty and comparatively over the top. I won't say it's over the top there, but it's over the top here. Like their bento boxes, like they have such variety, you know, they have like cute little, they make their food look nice and presentable. Here in America, not really. Somebody stared at the menu, giving off the aura of a normal teenage girl for once. I'll just order something for you. Is there anything you don't like?
トマトとか言うと可愛いんじゃないかと思ってます。
Do Japanese people not like tomatoes? I think the order is something in place to order quickly. I mean, they can't hate them because they do like omurice, right? And then you draw stuff with ketchup, and that's tomatoes. They clearly can't hate tomatoes. Maybe they don't like whole tomatoes, but I don't like whole tomatoes either. I ignored Usami and placed the order quickly.
浅井さんのおっしゃる通り、自分がこのトマンベツ市にやってきたのは魔王を追ってきたからです。
In pursuit, you've been following him for a
は
while.
い、それも何年も探していますよ。
Wow, okay. And you still haven't found him.
残念ながら。ただ、最近になって魔王の犯罪の特徴がつかめるようになってきました。
The waiter poured some orange juice into her cup. Why are we having orange juice at night? Usami sucked it up little by little like a woodpecker. That's such a specific description of that. What you drink is disgusting. I guess it was just that noticeable. Sorry for being like a penguin. That was nothing like a penguin.
魔王はですね、必ず子供を使うんです。
I don't know, wasn't she writing something about penguins while she was in class that one time and like taking over the world? Maou always uses children for his crimes.
先月末にこの町で少年窃盗団が逮捕された事件はご存知ですか？
No, I
お
didn't.
や、情報通の浅井さんにしてはニュースも見てないんですか？ワイドショーでもうるさくやってたくらいっすよ。
Okay, let's pull an Usami here. We're gonna deduce why he would be using children. Is it because they're easily influenced? They were easily bought by money. They have this idea that they have this ego, that they think they know everything. I guess that's what makes them kind of easy to manipulate. Like if you just kind of make it so it seems like their idea, that kind of thing. Let's see. Ring a bell. Read 2 newspapers a day, and I check all the news on my phone every chance I get. So why?
まあいいです。簡単に言うと、5人組のグループが消費者金融の金庫を襲撃したんですよ。
I also think for kids, there's probably less consequences. I think there's a number of reasons why you would use kids, like if you could get them to do it for you. Less consequences, they're not likely to go to jail. I don't know, they'll just rebel against the system, I think, a lot easier than adults.
それもただの1件じゃなくて、 3ヶ月で約10店舗。被害総額は5000万にも及ぶそうです。
Since they're young, they probably blend in with the crowd more. Nobody would suspect them. The 10 raids within 3 months is a lot, though.
どうして世間を賑わせたかというと、少年たちがいわゆる悪徳金融と呼ばれるヤメ金しか狙わなかったからです。まあ、義足を気取ってたわけですね。
Yeah, so it's not likely that the public would want to stop them, right? Like, why would you stop somebody doing a nice thing?
手口は実に鮮やかだったそうですよ。アメリカのギャングが強盗に用いる手段で、5人とも統制の取れた動きで盗みに入ったそうです。
I wonder if there's anything suspicious about that. Like, how are they working so well together? And how did they get caught?
どうも、金をめぐって仲間内で揉めたらしいですね。
Yeah, that sounds like kids. This made my heart race. So basically what happened was the brain behind the Operation Maou taught the kids how to commit crime and let them carry it out. Which makes this incident identical to the one I'm investigating now, which in turn resembles the way that I, as the brain of the Uzai Corporation, use people.
魔王は子供こそ最大の手駒だと思っているんです。世間慣れしてなくて純真な心を持つ子供たちなら、たやすく悪の道に引きずり込むことができます。
Not quite what I said, but yeah. I said they were naive. They're easy to use, easy to influence. That's exactly what Azai Gonzo thought when he took me in. So that bit of news alone brought you to Tomenbetsu.
はい。手がかりがあれば、必ず私も追いかけます。
You're pretty persistent.
おかげで引っ越し代がかさんでいますよ。
Usami grinned.
しかし、今回は確信しています。今度こそ魔王と対峙できます。
Why?
追ってきた先にあなたがいたからですよ。
She was staring at me again as if seeing through the depths of my pupils. My heart jumped again. Usami drank the juice in her disgusting way once more and then said,
君は勇者になるんだね。
Then I'll... My memory felt jumbled and disorganized, leaving me in discomfort. Usami, I'm sorry. I took out 2 10,000 yen bills and placed them on the table. I don't feel so well. I'm heading out.
そうっすか。
Remember to return the change next time. I stood up inside. Contact me if you discover anything about Maou.
はい。一緒に魔王を探しましょう。
I don't know, what's the reasoning behind him not feeling good all of a sudden? So he's talking about his memory being juggled and discomforted. I think there was something about that. Did something like that be brought up when we were doing therapy? I mean, this still leaves open the possibility that he is Maou. That this is like another version of him. He's trying to look for himself. Interesting. Left the restaurant without looking back. That's why he has this little bit of confusion. Interesting. Okay, if we go straight into more Maou time here, then that's gotta be like a sign. Where the tall buildings stood all around him, blocking the moonlight. Not yet entirely awake, Maou walked into the steps like a sleepwalker walking purposely through the night. Yeah, that's gotta be him then. Like, there's no way.
Usami. Haru.
Name slowly emerged from his lips. Okay, this is confirmation that it's him, right? The girl appeared from the sea of his memory. A gallant, heroic figure. Maou felt his head clear as confidence filled his heart.
そうか。宇佐美の娘か。
The snapshots in his memory snapped into
必
place.
死に私を探しているのだろうな。
Not only Usami, Azai Gonzo and his wild beast should all be angrily scurrying for Maou right now. Depending on the situation, the plan might have to be changed. There's still time to revise it before Mao's magnum opus was set into action. Even the slightest obstacle could be a premature end to the long-awaited fruit of his ambition.
宇佐美春には相応の報いを与えてやらねばなるまい。
Maou laughed. Might be fun to have a strong hero as a rival. A number of intricate plans began to come together in Mao's head. Usami Haru, eh? The little hero has finally grown up. Let this girl pay for her parents' sins.
まずは勇者の実力を見せてもらおうか。
Let's play a little game. Usami Haru, how far can you go? Maou disappeared in the darkness of downtown Tombetsu City with light footsteps. His head didn't ache anymore. Like, that has to be confirmation, right? Like, he was just talking about, you know, something hurting and not feeling good, and then now his headache doesn't... Cool Night drew its curtains. Quite interesting. There was a lot of information right there. So, paying for her parents' sins. So, first of all, what did her parents do? Let's play a little game. Interesting. So why did he message himself then? Is that because there's like this disconnect between these two, or is he very much aware of it? I don't know. Is this like a separate personality? I kind of speculated that before. I really feel like I'm leaning towards that one right now, unless they do something that kind of contradicts that. I just don't know. On this particular Sunday, like any other, Central Boulevard hosts a sea of people. And as usual, Usami Haru walked to her part-time job with her head hung low. She moved forward slowly, ignoring the people around her.
そうだな、宇佐美。
店長、おはようございます。
The bearded man in an apron welcomed Haru.
切ってこいって言っただろ。
すいません。髪の話題には触れないでもらえませんか。本当怒りますよ。
A little sensitive about her hair, are we?
ならやめてもらうしかないな。
ごめん。
Haru bowed slightly. The manager shook his head in response as he opened a crate of
宇
perfumes.
佐美はなんでいつも制服で来るんだ。
可愛いんで。
化粧もしないのか。
すっぴんで十分いけるんで。
Manager let a disappointed sigh escape
お
from his
前
lips.
友達いないだろ。
めっちゃ多いっすよ。とりわけ店長のことは親のように思っています。
俺はまだ20代だ。
Haru yawned as she stretched her back and neck after preparing herself for a day's work. She entered the
さ
store.
て、今日も客引きですか？看板持って大声出してればいいんすかね？
ああ、その前に
Manager reached into the pocket of his apron.
なんすかそれ。
ついさっきロン毛パツキンの兄ちゃんがいきなりやってきてな。これ渡してくれって。
It was a folded piece of paper, a letter
友達
perhaps.
か？
ロン毛パツキンの友達はいません。っていうか、今時ロン毛パツキンとか言いません。
Manager was a good man despite, as Haru suspected, frequently lying about his age. Haru glanced absent-mindedly at his manager's beard as she unfolded the note. After scanning its contents, she couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. The penmanship gave Haru an eerie, unsettled feeling. The writer had used a straight edge to trace his strokes, presumably to camouflage his true handwriting. Some letters had even been cut from magazines and newspapers. After taking a deep breath, Haru
そ
asked,
のロン毛パツキンは何か言ってましたか？
なんだ急に。
Manager raised his eyebrows. The girl before him was not the Usami Haru he employed. Her piercing eyes fired straight through his
宇佐美
entirety.
春ってのがここでバイトしてるだろうって。
それだけっすか？
Haru tensed up. Time seemed to have stopped. Her mind analyzed the facts at incomprehensible speed. Finally, as if to signify her understanding, she raised her
すいま
head.
せん店長、今日は休ませてください。
ちょっと待てよ、勝手なこと言うな。
すいません、急用でして。
She bowed deeply.
大体な、宇佐美は面接の時から常識がなさそうだったが。
Ah, some music jokes.
すいません、非常識で。
まあ今まで一度も遅刻も早引きもしてないし、バイトなのに進んで残業してくれるし、頼んでもいないのに着ぐるみを作って宣伝をしてくれたりと真面目なところもあるわけだが。
持ち上げてくれているところすみませんが、着ぐるみはただの趣味です。
Yeah, she's probably secretly a furry. Manager thoughtfully scratched his
ああ、
beard.
だったよ。その代わり明日もがっつり働いてもらうからな。
Haru flashed a big happy grin.
ラブです、店長。
Haru dashed out into the busy street. She parted the crowds like a boulder splitting through a fierce current. Without letting the deluge of people slow her pace, she marched forward through Central Boulevard. As she moved, Haru thought about the strange letter. "O come, lovely child, O come thou with me, for many a game I will play with thee." From this, the first line Haru could tell the letter indicated a challenge. The rest of the letter served to ignite her heart into a mighty conflagrate. conflagration. You know, that shouldn't be a hard word, but it is. For at its end was her mother's name. I am here in Tombetsu City. Let us play a game of tag. I'll be attending the hunt immediately. To Kaoru. Kaoru is the name of Haru's beloved mother. She was a violinist. She took Haru with her. She traveled all around the world, captivating the world over with her marvelous performances. Mother was always so gentle, yet so strong.
Maou.
Oh, shit, we're seeing a serious side of her. If you let your emotions get the better of you, then you've already lost. She couldn't believe that Maou would actually contact her. Oh, come, lovey child, come with me for a mini game, I'll play with thee. In that particular Schubert piece, no matter how much the child cried about the devil, his father refused to believe that the devil even existed. No one could find the fabled Earl Koenig, this devil, this Maou.
必ずあぶり出してやる。
Oh shit, it's time. It's now noon. Wearing a black suit, Maou blended in naturally among the crowd of businessmen in the business district. Is there a way I can turn down this? The music just gets really loud at certain points. Lower... Yes, let's do that, so at least if someone's talking, it'll be more tangible. As he walked along the people there, Mao's heart swelled with malicious anticipation. It's been a while since he sat on a letter of challenge passed on from one person to the next. The letter should have arrived in Usami's hands by now. What would she do when she saw that letter? I wonder if she'll search around the city aimlessly. I was wondering, the letter to Kyousuke, and if Kyousuke is really Maou, was that meant to be like a pass-through? Like, let's say these are split personalities, so he passed the message along to Kyousuke, his normal self, but it was never intended for Kyousuke. It was always intended to get passed on to Usami. Interesting. I looked at the cell phone in his hand. Usami's a total idiot. She'll call this number. I really like that this is Lucia's voice, though. I already knew where to go. She didn't waste a single minute. Even though the letter from looked meaningless at first glance, he made sure to place a hint within those words. The coffee shop, Lapis Lazuli, the same place that Kyousuke took her yesterday. Pushed open the door and walked in. She immediately surveyed the premises. If Haru's reasoning was correct, she should have come by here. This also very much is like Death Note, too, in a way. I could compare this to Death Note reasonably well. Or she could not find anyone like him among the customers, just that a man who appeared to be an employee out there. Haru thought for a second before answering confidently.
私は宇佐美春というものです。失礼ですが、私宛てに伝言を預かっていませんか?
Those seemed relieved upon her words. As he said this, he disappeared behind the counter. After a while, he returned with a small bag. Wow, you failed your job. She had to call you out on it. Haru asked if she took a bag from him. Haru immediately realized the young girl was one of Mao's children. Odds were that he was using several intermediaries to get in contact with her. It'd be difficult to trace any of these agents back to. I like how she doesn't deny it. Haru left the coffee shop after offering her thanks. As she walked out, Haru opened the bag. She found only a thin cell phone inside. This is? She examined the cell phone from top to bottom. It was an old model of a disposable cell phone. Here on Central Boulevard, you can find lots of unemployed foreigners selling these phones. If the police were to investigate this matter, they wouldn't be able to find the phone's original purchaser. It would appear that Maou knows how to cover his tracks. Haru turned on the phone. There was only one number listed. The number was listed as... Her heart raced. She dialed the number with sweaty hands. At that moment, the din of the city no longer reached her ears. After precisely 10 rings, weak vibration came to the left side of his chest. Someone's calling. Trying to suppress his excitement, he took out the phone. He waited for his caller to speak first as he imagined Usami's beautiful voice. He was taken aback by the abrupt voice, quietly opened his mouth. There was a brief pause as if she were gathering her nerves. Someone spoke in a low voice.
少し遊びたかっただけだが。
ひどく幼稚なお遊びだったな。
手紙のことか。
Indeed, that was a bit too
あの手
simple.
紙は簡単だった。私はこのトマン別市にいる。鬼ごっこをしよう。私は今より狩りに行く。
What is the secret message here? Let's play a game of tag. I will be attending the hunt immediately. Is this the wild hunt? Is this Beast, Mr. Beast? Next line calls Usami's voice betray her. She could not conceal her anguish as she recited the final words. To
お
Kaoru.
前の母は実に綺麗な女性だった。
I mean, is that all the secret was? Is it he just mentioned her mom's name? I mean, implying that he knows more about her. He intentionally chose biting words as if playing the part of a typical twisted villain. This did not deter Usami Haru in the
隠
slightest.
したのは3行目の文だ。
私は今より狩りに行く。だ。
一見意味不明な文章だが、ここにちゃんと魔王の行き先が書いてある。
解説を期待してもいいのかな。
カオルエ。宛名に見せかけて、お母さんの名前は実は重大なヒントだった。
This really was a simple puzzle. I'd be quite disappointed if she couldn't even solve this. The purpose behind this puzzle lies somewhere
あれは
else.
不幸な事故だったのだ。決して私に悪意があったわけではない。
Again, he tried to play with her
途中
emotions.
のカをルに変える。それだけの内容だった。
Usami ignored Mao's words while continuing to describe her solution to this simple
そ
puzzle.
こで、私は今より狩りに行くという文の
母は最後までお前のことを案じていた。
すると、私は今よりルリに行く。
娘だけは助けてくださいと何度も頭を下げた。
ルリとはラピスラズリの和名。
I mean, that's not something I feel like I could have figured out unless I really knew, some of the Japanese that's behind this. There's an entire exchange. Usami Haru did not show a hint of
お前の
anger.
母は強かった。私は強い人間が好きだ。お前はどうなんだ。
Mao had hoped that his refusal to let the dead rest would unleash the darkness within this girl's heart, that it would reopen long closed wounds. Nevertheless, Usami said
お
bravely,
母さんは死んだ。私は生きている。生きて、魔王を必ず捕まえる。
so I'm guessing Mao had something to do with her death. I felt satisfied. This girl is daring indeed.
いい答えだ。鬼ごっこを続けるとしよう。
So didn't they mention that he is like 26 or something? Like he's like my same age. Weren't they mentioning that when he was in the middle of the building with that other guy who was like in his low 20s, and they were kind of mentioning that he was a little bit older, but like he shouldn't be that much smarter than him because he's gone to business school or he's gone to school or whatever and was studying all these things. Made a whole big deal about that. So does that mean he's like older? Like he shouldn't technically still be in school? Is that kind of where this is? Is he like somehow? Is that what that's supposed to be implying? Like he's older. Interesting. I mean, I guess it depends on like how much older that he is than her. Because I'm trying to think like he supposedly killed her mom. When the demon scathing words, she instead focused on the background noise. After a while, she discovered some
なるほ
clues.
どな。
Haru said,
分かったのか。
お前の居場所をつかめそうだ。
それは興味深い。
今そこで誰かが街頭演説をしているだろう。
Haru again concentrated on the background noise. Part of the speech included the name of Tobenbetsu City's mayor. This don't imply to be more strange if she
今
hadn't.
市長がどこで演説しているのか、市役所に問い合わせてみるとしよう。
その必要はない。
何？
いいぞ。なかなかの注意力だ。
Haru finally understood the truth behind Mao's challenge. He wants to test her. Yeah, I could have told you that. This has all been a big test. It's quite interesting. Because I feel like she was kind of, testing Kyousuke in a way. They were kind of like feeling each other out, right? And now this is kind of Mao testing her out. And if Mao is really him, you know, we'll have to see. She's in a terrible situation. She didn't expect her opponent to find her workplace. Even though Haru still doesn't know his identity, Mao already knows hers.
バラしていいのか？
セントラルオフィスの場所はわかるか？引っ越してきて間もないのだろう？
よく知っているな。
お前のことなら何でも知っているさ。勇者。
何でも知っているという決まり文句は、実は知らないこともあるので不安だという気持ちの裏返しだ。
Mao scoffed at that. I'm trying to think, how would he know that she calls herself Hero? I mean, obviously Kyousuke would know that. Is that what they're implying? Or does he somehow know that she calls herself Hero otherwise?
口も達者なようだな。
Certainly sounded happy, but his words seemed a little artificial. As a result, she still couldn't figure him out. Unfortunately for her, he was always guiding their conversations.
私はもっとお前のことを知りたい。でなければ、私に恨みを抱くウサミ、自分から接触してみようなどとは思う。
But even when Mao talks about himself, he never gives anything important
セ
away.
ントラルオフィスに広めの公園がある。
それが
園内の掲示板の前に来てもらおうか。
そこに行けば魔王に会えるのか？
気が早いな。
お互いの理解を深めるためにも顔を合わせて話し合った方がいい。
魅力的な提案だが、丁重に断らせてもらう。
He's Mao's no intention of showing his
私
face.
を追ってこい。ウサミハル。
This is a
お前に資
challenge.
格があれば相手をしてやろう。
With that, he hung up the phone. Howard sprang into action. She caught sight of the Sanao Corporation headquarters. The park was nearby, somehow escaping the shadow of the gargantuan skyscraper. It was quite a beautiful scene. The park was surrounded by an assortment of bustling businesses, making its presence even more pronounced. The bulletin board was at the center of the park. Under normal circumstances, it would display the general guidelines of park rules. Today, though, it's covered in red graffiti. First glance, it appears to be the work of local delinquents. Close examination, however, reveals the markings are actually a rather detailed passage. Clear that the graffiti was the work of Mao. From here, the hero must choose one of three paths. One path leads to Mao, one path leads to hell, one pathway leads to heaven. There will be more information on each path. Take care to examine it thoroughly. Truth is written on the path to Mao. Lies are written on the path to hell. Truth, lies, and half-truths are written on the pathway to heaven. Now, can you find where I am? I'm not really good at these riddles, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I do like seeing how they kind of figure it out, though.
3つの
When they began to search around the park, as was indicated, there should be a message located near the path. Soon found the message near the park's north entrance. There was a steep staircase leading to the business district. The entrail of the stone staircase bore a short note in the same glaring red paint and long, slender lettering as the message of the park. The exit of subway station 10 leads to heaven. She could just barely make it out. Howard immediately absorbed the information. Station 10 just so happens to be Central Boulevard's main station. Howard could see several red-haired youngsters loitering near the exit. Howard carefully examined her surroundings until she finally saw another message on the handrail. Warehouse number 3 along the docks of the Western District leads to hell.
港
Too far to reach by foot. However, if she doesn't go to that warehouse, she won't be able to solve the puzzle. Tag indeed. You plan to have me run around the entire city, Mao? Howard walked down the stairs. There were just as many people in this underground passageway as there was on the surface. She bought a ticket and now awaits the subway to the Western District. Someone as poor as Howard, the 250 yen ticket was really a painful expense. After about an hour, she reached the harbor. The winter sea quietly splashed against the docks. This part of the city is deserted on Sundays. Thus, she found the warehouses without fighting the crowds she had earlier. The third warehouse's number was clearly marked in its closed shutters. Haro searched for a message from Mao. She found a suspicious slip of paper in the shutter. This is not the pathway to heaven. After reading this final clue, Haro pinched her forehead. Now she finally has all the pieces. Which of the three paths should she take? Staircase near the park, the exit of subway 10, warehouse number 3 along the docks of the Western District. And the path to Mao, the path to heaven, the path to hell, which message corresponds to which path. Obviously, she needs to pick the path to Mao. In addition, truth is written on the path to Mao. Lies are written on the path to hell. Truth, lies, and half-truths are written on the pathway to heaven. Nora thinks about where she found each note. On the handrail of the staircase near the park was the note. The exit of subway station 10 leads to heaven. Besides the exit of subway station 10 was the note. Warehouse number 3 along the docks leads to hell. At the third warehouse in the western district was the note. This is not the path to heaven. They're sorting everything out, shooting in to analyze the information. Suppose number 1 is the path to Maou. In that case, unless it's found there about subway station 10, that is the path to heaven, wouldn't have to be true.
さて正解は
And this you really need to do some calculations. Just as she was in the middle of thinking, Haru's cell phone rang.
そろそろ第三倉庫の近く
Now wants to calculate the time she needs to reach there in time to call accordingly.
天国に続くのはこの道ではない
ああちょうど今見たと
Now
手
glances
の
his
込んだい
watch.
たずらだな魔王が街の各地にこんな落書きを残している様子を想像すると笑えてくる
私が直接作業したわけではないが楽しんでくれたのなら幸い
魔王に協力する人間がいるんだな
人間はよく悪魔に見せられるそんなことより全てのメッセージを確認したら
ああ
Mal thought to himself, this is just a test. Any capable person should be able to find the correct
よく
answer.
考えるんだな
You can find the answer in 5 minutes, I'll give you a passing grade. This is you have to
第
hang up.
三倉庫だどの道がどこに続くかは6通りの場合があるその中で魔王にたどり着く道のメッセージに嘘が書いてあることになる組み合わせと地獄に続く道のメッセージに真実が書いてあることになる組み合わせを除けばおのずと正解が見えてくる
Mal listened to Usami attentively. Indeed, anyone with a good sense of logic could quickly figure out this answer. If you disregard all the unnecessary information, it really just is a simple equation. As Usami implied, one could just lay out 6 possible scenarios and cross all the ones that can't be true. That said, Usami figured it out all in an instant, plus she didn't need to use a pen and paper. Solve it all
どう
mentally.
した魔王数学の授業はもうおしまいか
Mal did not respond. She was a rare talent. A faint smile appeared in the corner of her lips. Mal finally acknowledged Usami Haru as an opponent. The research she had one of his people do on her. She did not seem to have any power, wealth, or connections, but she possessed a keen mind, seemingly unbelievable for a teenage girl. Mal had thought that his only opposition would come from large, powerful organizations like the police and influential corporations. In addition, this talented girl had been looking endlessly for Mal. Initiating contact with her this morning may have been a bit of a rash decision. His feet may now lay in a place he had never expected. Something to quickly break through the other games now prepared. Well, it's not a big deal yet. She still is a student, and it's probably safe to say that she has almost no information on me yet. However, Mao knew firsthand how the combination of a talented mind supported by unwavering conviction could bring someone. Sierra may indeed find a weakness in Mao's carefully constructed plan. On one hand, Mao felt a rush of excitement for witnessing such a powerful opponent. The other, in order to not lose to his opponent, Mao felt a surge of his fighting spirit. The sun had set only moments ago. In its place came the strong winter wind, carrying a chill and dark clouds in its wake. Specks of light snow fell on the shoulders of Haru's school uniform before quickly dissipating. Pedestrians flooded the business district. At the bottom of the government office stairway, Haru awaits Mao's appearance. He will come. After that exchange, Mao played another 3 hours of tag with her. Again and again, he tested her mental prowess. In order to make herself worthy of being Mao's opponent, Haru ought to have shown enough of her strength to gain the right to challenge Mao. O come, lovely child, O come thou with me, for many a game I'll play there with thee. Mao may think of this as just a game, but this is a battle Haru will put all her strength into. Mao's final question was this: if Mao appears on the bottom of the stairs of the government office, then Hiro is not at the top of the stairs. Thus, if Hiro is at the top of the stairs, will Mao not appear at the bottom of the stairs? The conclusion: if Hiro is at the top of the stairs, Mao will not appear at the bottom. If she wants Mao to appear, Haru must not be at the top of the stairs. In order to meet with Mao, Haru needs to stay at the bottom of the stairs. Only he's taking too long. She could not see anyone like Mao among the passing people. Did I make a mistake? Just as she started to panic, she heard someone call her name. Haru looked up at the stairs.
人間は面白いよな。雑踏の中、どれだけ周りが騒がしくても、自分の名前を呼ばれるとつい振り返ってしまう。
Okay, hold up. I want to cover this. Interesting. This is a badass CG, by the way. I just want to say that. Like, this is the kind of CG you see, and you're like, oh shit, okay, I'm into the story right now. I need to know what's going on. Haru realized that she did indeed make a mistake. She figured as long as she waited downstairs, Maou would appear there. In a prolonged game of tag, Haru had grown so focused on solving the numerous riddles he presented, so focused that he had forgotten that Maou may have set a trap within the riddles themselves. Now drew her attention freely, without worry, from a place where she could not see him clearly. A man in a large black coat spoke those seductive words, but he stood only with his back to the light of the street lamp, washing his features into blackness. Is this man Maou? Or just one of his underlings? Haru asked him a serious person. He should be a man. She couldn't really discern the voice at all, though. Thought she may even vaguely recognize the voice, but she couldn't discount the possibility of the voice belonging to a woman. The girl straightened her posture. She realized her whole body was trembling. Haru clenched her fists to suppress her apprehension. The fear she held slowly drew near. This is no longer a game. The battle has begun. Ooh, opening. That was just the freaking opening of the game. Dang, this is a good song. Oh. Okay. Did I listen to this already at some point? Sounds familiar, but also different. I love that smile. It just reminds me of Light so much. I've seen so many cool CGs that I want to like get to those points. Oh shit. Okay, there was a little bit of stuff they just like went through really quick there. I can tell this opening's trying to show like a lot of stuff, but at the same time show you not too much. Like they're trying to like get you just enough interested, but they're trying to re-show you some things so they don't have to show too much. Because obviously there's gonna be some plot twists in there, right? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh sheesh. Okay. Next chapter, huh? I believe I'm supposed to go on to the next chapter, right? I think though once you start that, like you have to have a save point or you can't go back. Like I guess it's. So it says on the title screen, I need to go to the next chapter. I guess I'm doing Tsubaki's first. I'm just gonna go in order. Like it says to do Tsubaki, then do Kanon, Mizuha, and then Haru. Right? That sounds good. I guess there's only these four. Okay. I think we'll do next chapter. I think we'll leave it off there. Sorry, you guys are messaging me in the Discord at the same time. I think we'll leave it off here. I think this is a good stopping point. We're gonna do this next chapter, I think, next. And then I guess there's good and bad routes. Like there's good and bad endings. So we'll do that. We'll do Tsubaki's. I know you guys have been looking forward to some more. Sorry, I kind of took a few days off. I've been doing other shit, being depressed, mostly being depressed, but that's nothing new to me. You know, sometimes I just don't feel like doing anything, and really I should just be playing this. Why not, right? So we'll go ahead and do next chapter in the next video, and we'll keep going down that path because I just don't need to go down Haru's. Yeah, I don't want to go down the true ending. That's all I want to avoid. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you in the next one.